The little yellow taxi loves to travel every day. The little yellow taxi travels far, far away. But where will the little yellow taxi travel on this day? Let's take a trip with the little yellow taxi. Hooray! The little yellow taxi wants to go to Italy to visit the Coliseum. But before we leave the house to travel, we should recite this dua. Bismillahi amantu billah wa tawakkaltu ala Allahi ma sha Allah la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. When the little yellow taxi was just a little taxi, his mummy yellow taxi told him all about the Coliseum. Once upon a time, there was an emperor called Vespasian. Vespasian decided to build the Coliseum after he won the war between the Romans and the Jewish. The Coliseum, which is also known as the Flavian Amphitheatre, is a very big building as it has a perimeter of 1,788 feet. The Coliseum was used to host gladiator fights, and it became a famous place for gladiator games which used wild animals like lions, alligators, ostrich, elephants, tigers, leopards, and giraffe. Vespasian's son, the Emperor Titus, was the first emperor to hold games in the Coliseum. Below the Coliseum, there were numerous underground passages where animals and gladiators were kept. They say there was also 36 trap doors for special effects. When we arrive to a new country, we recite this dua. اللهم إني أسألك خيرها وأعوذ بك من شرها. اللهم حببنا إلى أهلها وحبب صالح أهلها إلينا. The little yellow taxi has finally arrived in Rome, Italy. The little yellow taxi is amazed to see how the Coliseum has 80 entrances and houses 50,000 spectators. It is said that the Coliseum was free entry for all the ancient Romans, and they would even be fed throughout the show. These game festivals would last up to 100 days. Wow! MashaAllah! It is getting late now, and it's time for the little yellow taxi to head back home. But before he returns, he must remember to recite his dua for the journey back. آئبون تائبون إن شاء الله عابدون راكعون ساجدون لربنا حامدون اللهم لك الحمد على حفظك إياي في سفري وحاضري اللهم اجعل أباتي هذه مباركة ميمونة مقرونة بتوبة نصوحة توجب لي بها السعادة يا أرحم الراحمين. Now the little yellow taxi is ready to go home. Goodbye, little yellow taxi. Hoot hoot.